I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Ah! Someone tells me that this cat ain't just a cat. Hi, it's little kitty. You're not having a great day, as usual. Oh, great. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. But in the middle of your walk, it starts to rain. Typical. But maybe this is just a sign that you should have stayed home today. Yeah, you can always try again tomorrow. Right? You turn to head home when it's that damn cat. Huh? What? Was that? There are only a few people around on the street. It makes sense due to the increase of missing persons around the area recently. Well, that and the weather. But none of them react to the sound at all. Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a dark, dingy hallway. Alleyway. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward. The ground dampened by the rain makes your steps sound louder and more confident than you actually feel. Man, I don't trust this damn cat, man. I don't trust it. Finally, the sound source comes into view in the cold, dim light of the alley. At the end of the alley, in the big cardboard box. Hi, it's little kitty. It's a cat. Is a cat. Guess that should have been obvious. It's an interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. It puts its front paws up on the edge of the box and looks up at you. Man, why is this game saying not to pick up the cat? Oh, back. I missed that. It puts its front paws on the edge of the box and looks up at you and meows. I guess that's how he's... So cute! And it definitely knows it. You've never had much of an opinion one way or another about cats before. But if they're all like this one, it's a shock they haven't already found a way to rule the world. Someone tells me that this cat ain't just a cat. You don't think you'd mind bowing down to a feline overlord. You look around the alley with a small frown. Who leaves cats in cardboard boxes these days anyway? Wouldn't they just jump out and leave the box eventually? The cat doesn't answer you. Obviously. It also doesn't do as you suggest and leave the box. It's just looking at you, as if waiting for you to make the next move. You know what? I'm taking this cat home. You know what? You know what? You reach into the box and pick the cat up, holding it out in front of you. Why not? Meow. Oh, you're all alone, and well, I'm kind of the same boat myself, so you bring the cat close. You didn't realize it was shivering until just then, but it slowly breathes easier as it presses into your chest. Why not stick together, right? At least for a little while. Oh, it's purring to me. You think a little while will probably be more like a day. You'll be responsible and take it to the shelter tomorrow, but for now, let's get you out of the rain, okay? It's just meowing. It's not too bad. You stop by a small local pet store for some cat food, then head home. You live in a modest apartment. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. You living alone in it. So it feels weird having another living being inside it after so long, even if it's just a cat. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you watch for a moment as it curiously explores the new environment. Leaving the feline to its own devices, you set about making the both of you some dinner. You take out the can of cat food and open it with the tab on top. Nice drawing of a cat food. You put some cat food on a saucer and click your tongue to call the cat over. It perks up at your beckoning and rushes over. It looks at the plate. Why does this game say do not take the cat home? I don't see why I don't need to take the cat home. Take the plate of food. And completely ignores it. Not hungry, I guess. You try not to let it annoy you. The cat doesn't understand the concept of money to appreciate that you spent your hard-earned cash on it. It's just a cat after all. I'll just leave it here if you get hungry later, okay? The cat rubs its body against your leg with a purr. You smile. That's enough of thanks for you. It follows you into the kitchen as you start on your own dinner. You decide that you have enough ingredients for a sandwich. Bread toasted, mayo and mustard spread, turkey and cheese and lettuce perfectly placed. Ow! You wince as you cut your finger on the knife while slicing a tomato. Stupid. You feel a little embarrassed of such a blunder inside, tossing the knife onto the cutting board. You're about to head to the bathroom for a bandage when the cat hops up onto the counter. It sniffs at the knife and meows almost pointedly at you. Aw, snap. Don't worry, I'm alright. It was just an... You watch as the cat starts to lick lightly but enthusiastically at the blood on the knife. Can I return it? Put it back in the box. Get out of here. At your blood. You're so shocked that by the time you come to your senses, the knife has been completely licked clean. The cat sits back staring at you. You feel a little uneasy. Sure, cats are meat-eating predators, but that was a little weird. Right? Sure, you're no cat expert, but that was definitely not something an ordinary cat would do. Right? I don't like this cat. Well, regardless, you're not about to abandon a cat in need while it's still raining outside, not after all of your efforts. You were going to take it to the shelter tomorrow anyway. What's one night of awkwardness? Weird or not? It's just a cat. The rest of the evening, unfortunately, goes downhill from there. Even after covering your cuts with a bandage, the cat keeps trying to lick at the wound. While you're eating your sandwich, while you're cleaning up the kitchen, while you're trying to watch TV. You gently push it away every time, but you're starting to get worried at the strange behavior. What if it's got a taste for blood and thinks you're food now? You're not sure what you'll do if it starts to get more aggressive. You keep thinking about the cat food sitting in the counter, untouched. I don't want this damn cat anymore. Oh, yeah, that. Come on, enough already. You shove it away a little more forcefully this time out of annoyance. You feel bad immediately, but before you can do anything, the cat meows sharply at you and dashes off around the corner and into the hall. You sigh deeply. At this point, you're just worried that it's going to take a bite out of you in your sleep. Maybe a vet will have an idea of how to calm it down. You can only hope. You don't have many other options left other than tossing the cat out in the rain. After finding the number of a local vet, you pick up your landline and... Huh? The lights just went out. Great, just a great. Rain must have knocked out the power. You check your cell phone only to find that it's out of batteries. You must have forgotten to change it before leaving out earlier. The outing had been so spur of the moment that it had no doubt messed with your usual routine. You grab a flashlight and turn it on. Aw, dude, I don't... That is my exit. I'm looking for the door and I'm running. What is going on here? It's quiet. It's too quiet. Did the rain stop? But then, why did the power go out? You look outside. The sky's pitch black. What time is it? You turn to check the clock. The cat sits on the top of the digital clock staring at you. Kill. Help. The cat's staring at you. Thinking now you realize the clock shouldn't be working at all with the power outage, but the numbers are lit up. And going completely haywire. I think I see why they say don't take the cat home. The cat stares at you. It's completely still. You'd think it was a statue if you didn't know any better. It's not giving off any indication that it's alive. It's not blinking. It's not breathing. But its eyes. This isn't normal. You're afraid. You want to run, but you're afraid of letting the cat out of your sight. You consider tossing the cat out after all. But as soon as the thoughts enter your head, you feel a sharp urge to vomit. Those eyes. Its eyes hold you still. Even with your flashlight trained on it. Its pupils are large, round, inkly petal. Ah! The flashlight flickers. We're dead! We're dead! Where'd the freaking cat go? Fear immediately grips your mind. The silence, punctuated with the rapid pumping of your blood in your heart, is overwritten as your ears slowly start to pick up the sound of a static all around you. How is the clock working with no power? You don't know why such a question matters at the moment. But you feel as if having the answer will make sense of everything that's happening. The order will be restored. But no answer comes to mind. You back away from the clock. And feel as if the air itself coils tightly and abruptly in response. Like a predator, prepared to pounce. But waiting for your next move. But you're afraid to move. You're afraid to even take a breath. But you can't stay still forever, right? Whatever is watching you, you can already feel its impatience. It's too eager. You don't know how you know this, but you can sense it as clearly as if it had whispered, Let's... What the... Let's play right into your ear, right into your soul. It won't let you wait it out. Not that you could even, if it did. You can't stay here. You have to run. With this thought, a sudden primal instinct awakens within you, making you tear yourself into a hasty burst of movement, of action. But you're still weak from the fear's grip on your mind. Your legs tangle together under you in haste and you fall to the ground. Horror movie. Basic horror movie. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Ah! As a sharp pain explodes in the center of your foot. At first you think you've broken your ankle, but something warm and wet trickles down the length of your foot, pulling underneath it. You hear the sound of metal scraping on tiles after skidding across the floor as if it had been kicked. Winded from your fall, you look up in a daze and see the object glinting in the strange light coming in from outside. The light pouring from you now open front door. Thoughts of how, when, who, what in regards to your inexplicably open and screech to a halt. As your brain finally identifies the metallic object you've been staring at. It's your kitchen knife. And still tinted red from earlier. Blunder? But that's not right. Wasn't it completely licked clean by the... You gulp dryly at the pain in your foot. You barely have time to wonder how the knife ended up on your living room floor to be stepped on, instead of resting on your cutting board in the kitchen where you'd left it. Oh, that mother is right there! Whee! When you spy something in the darkness just beyond the knife, oh, it's the cat. It spies right back at you. It's the damn cat. A pair of glowing golden eyes come forward as this cat emerges from the shadows into the light from your doorway. It pads lightly over the knife, as if skipping into light, and bends down to lap at the blood dripping from the blade. Ah, your senses slowly begin to overwhelm you. The chill of the air as it starts to suffocate under its weight. The sound of your shaky breaths discordant against the static now piercing your skull. The dryness on your tongue spreading to your throat. Anxiety. The incomprehensible sight of the stray you'd taken in. Licking away at your kitchen knife. Once again, completely clean. The scent of blood from the fresh wound on your foot. Blood? Golden eyes slide up to you as if in response to your sudden realization. Blood. You're hurt. Your foot is bleeding. You're bleeding. You're bleeding. The cat barely moves, shoulders twitching as if it's just considering the act of pouncing forward. I close my eyes because apparently I'm accepting death. Oh, wait, no, I didn't mean to do that. But you're already on your feet and out the door. You run, or rather limp, down the empty street. The sky is black and bleeding red, but there's a strange light emitting from nowhere that casts everything else in white. The houses, the trees, the road, even you. Everything except your blood. You can just barely glimpse the bloody imprints you injured your foot leaves in your wake, with every impact it makes with the ground. It hurts. It hurts. But you can't stop. You don't stop. Not when the shadows grow around you. Not when you feel the gaze of eyes all over you. Not when the road ahead of you is darkened by the long shadow of something behind you. Even then you don't stop running because it's the cat right there ahead of you. Then, what in the world is behind you? Yeah, look behind you. Huh? Interesting. How very, very interesting. Ending 0. It begins. I don't, we got the 0 ending. Can we load it? Can we continue? Let's continue. You're walking, right, of course. And it's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. And you're actually glad that you did. The weather is absolutely perfect today. That's a good sign, right? Maybe your luck is finally starting to turn around. You tentatively allow yourself to feel excited for the possibilities of where you could go or what you could do. Maybe even who you can meet. You're so deep in thought that you almost miss it. Huh? What was that? Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a lonely alleyway. The sunlight only just manages to reach down in between the tall buildings on either side. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward. The loose gravel and scattered debris on the ground softening your steps. Finally, the sound source comes into view in the warm, almost ethereal alley. At the end of the alley is a big cardboard box. So it was raining the first time we were around. Now it's daylight. Is a cat. Huh. Guess that should have been obvious. Meow. It's an interesting little cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. It puts its paws in front of the edge of the box and looks up at you. Meows again. So, you look so familiar, right? Meow. Huh. Then again, it is a cat. Not many different ways for a standard black cat to look, after all. This one sure is a cutie, though. Just look. It's not glaring at you or hissing at you for getting this close like other stray cats have in the past. It's just sitting there, patiently, waiting for you to do something. I'm gonna not take the cat home this time. Sadly, as cute as the cat is, you never take this thing home with you. You just can't take it home with you. You are a responsible adult. Meow. You are. With the rent and bills to pay for, not to mention you need to buy food for this thing to survive too. There's no way you could care for a cat long term, right? You can barely afford this little outing on your day off. Meow. Meow. What to do? Question marks? You're not ready. 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 Okay, fine. I'm gonna leave the cat. You don't think it's a good idea to get this cat's hopes up after someone look after it? You're not willing to commit. What if it gets attached and someone tracks you down back to your home? You never... You'd never get away from it then? Sorry, see you around, I guess. You stand up, the cat watching your every move. You make it halfway out of the alley when the cat meows almost pitifully at you. Meow, meow, meow. Ignore. Nope. You need to nip this in the bud and get on with your day. It was the best for the both of you. You leave the alley and continue on your way. Wait, what was I doing? In all the excitement of dealing with your furry dilemma, you'd forgotten that you still hadn't noticed. Yet you still hadn't decided on what you were going to do for your day off. Let's go to the carnival. You spend the day at the carnival. Ferris wheel, roller coaster, ferry boat, rides you've been on before. Hoops, coin toss, balloon darts, games you've played before. Funnel cake, popcorn, cotton candy, food you've eaten before. All things you've enjoyed before. You're surrounded by groups of people all having fun together. Laughing, playing, eating, taking pictures, making memories. And then there's you. The sun hasn't started to set yet, still high in the sky, but it will soon. You start to wonder if you should just go home for the day. When you stop in your tracks. You see something new. An attraction that you've never seen before. A maze of funhouse mirrors. It sounds kind of lame, honestly. There isn't even a line to get in. But then, what else is there to do? Just for the fun of it, right? Enter the maze. You enter the maze. A few rooms in, and you notice that the mirrors aren't all weird. Some just show you looking back at yourself. A little bored, a lot tired, and so very, very... Maybe this was a mistake. Why did you think going into a maze of mirrors was a good idea? Even if it was something new of experience. I can't do this today. Turn around to head back the way you came. Fuck. Only to bump into a mirror. Oh, what the? Where's the exit? You try again only to find another mirror blocking your way. By the time you all turn around, you realize that the way you came in is completely gone. Okay, don't panic. I just have to keep going forward, right? You stop through the only opening you can find and nearly trip over something on the ground. You bend down and pick it up. What's this doing here? In your hand rests a worn-looking flashlight. Curious, you flick it on. Click. Huh? The light doesn't look very... What? Crap, the lights. Did the power go out or did the attraction operator forget you were in here? How long have you been in here, actually? You pull out your phone to check the timer, maybe call the police. Your phone is dead. You grip the flashlight in your hand. The light as emitted earlier was dim enough for you to know there's probably not that much juice left. Best to reserve it for the worst case scenario and feel your way out. Yeah, you can do this. You taking a calming breath. Honestly, this is why you don't trust Carnival, kids. Because you end up looking like a damn clown. Well, forward we go. Hello, daring adventurer. What's it? Welcome to the Mirror Maze. Would you like to know how to navigate the maze? No, but I have some questions. What would you like to know? Can you let me go? Your request forfeit is denied. Let me out of here. Screaming is not allowed in the maze. Can you tell me, reset settings. You got it. Oh, what? Can you turn off the flash, please? Of course. Flash off. Reset. Can you tell me about the maze again? As you wish. Once again, welcome to the Mirror Maze. You're in a bit of a jam, but don't worry. You're in good hands. Or rather, good paws. Whoa, see these little cuties here? They'll be doing their best to guide you through the maze. Aren't they generous? When you enter a room, the emergency light will flash, letting you see the paths before you for a second. And also what lies beyond them. Whenever you see these kind kitties, just go where they are and you'll reach the next room. Unfortunately, they're not the only things in here. It's highly suggested that you refrain from following any of your other guests. They can be sneaky or distracting, but they're always hostile. So please take caution when advancing to the next room. I should have never come in here. Of course they wouldn't be much of a mirror maze without mirrors. Can they hurt you? No, they're just mirrors, silly. They don't do anything at all, and you can't do anything to them neither. They're just obstacles you can't pass through. Go left, go center, go right. The choice is yours. Though, if you find you in a room with no helpful kitties in sight, and all the paths lead to a mirror or something else, it's recommended that you stay put, and just maybe it will work out itself out. Now for navigation tools. The flashlight you found doesn't have much juice left. It'll only let you get a quick extra peek at your surroundings about 5 times, so try not to use it all up at once. You can keep track of your progress through the rooms up to the left, and your lives up to the right. You get 3 lives, so be careful to avoid these less friendly guests lurking around. Why only 3 lives, you ask? Because you're soft and squishy. It wouldn't take much to damage you beyond repair. And besides, you're a human, and humans usually only have the 1 life, yes? And yet, here you go. You get 3. Don't you think you ought to show a little more gratitude? And that's the end of your tutorial. Hopefully this helps. Are you ready to play? I'm ready to play. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go! We're taking a right. Okay, next room. We're taking a right. Okay, next room. We're taking a left. Okay, next room. Stay. The room feels off. Just wait. I think something just changed. Left. Okay, next room. Left. Okay, next room. Stay. The room feels off. Just wait. I think something just changed. Forward. Straight. Center. Okay, next room. Right. Okay, next room. Right. Okay, next room. Right. Okay, we're getting good. Next room. Right. Next room. Straight. Center. Center. Okay, next room. Oh, all mirrors. Stay. Left. Oh, this is way too easy. Okay, next door. Straight. Center. Right. Straight. Left. Straight. Straight. Left. And a left. Stay. You see the exit. We made it! You run forward, but as you do, the scenery shifts. Just slightly at first. But you're running too fast to stop yourself from gliding into the glass. Oh, man. Except, you don't quite go into the glass. You don't exactly collide with it either. You simply pass through it. And on the other side, you see an endless white void and dozens of you. Oh, I'm sorry. Yourself? Dozens of you. Hundreds of you wandering around. Aimless, faceless, and empty. So empty and listless. They don't even acknowledge your presence. Huh? You try to turn back, but the glass doesn't give. Past the glass. A familiar black cat walks up and looks at you. You think it meows at you, but you can't make out the sound. It tilts its head, and then walks away. The glass goes dark. Then you watch helplessly as it disappears completely. You're trapped, with only yourself as company. Ending 19, you beat the maze. What is this game? So we got the beginning. And we got to beat the maze. I think we're going to do one more. Because then we're going to be here all day. I know that this game might have like a whole bunch of endings. You're walking. Right, of course. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. And you're actually glad that you did. The weather is absolutely perfect. It's a good sign, right? Maybe your luck is finally starting to turn around. You tentatively allow yourself to feel excited for the possibilities of where you could go or what you could do. Maybe even who you could meet. You're so deep in thought that you almost miss it. It's a cat. What was that? Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sound of the entrance of a lonely alleyway. The sunlight only just manages to reach down in between the tall buildings you timidly enter. Alright. And then into the cardboard box. There's a cat. I guess what you should have been obvious. Meow. It's an interesting little cat. Pretty yellow eyes, blah blah blah. Puts it frogs on front page. Meowing again. So. You look so familiar, right? Meow. And again, it is a cat in many different ways. This one cutie though. Just look, it's not glaring at you or hissing at you for getting this close, like other stray cats in the past. It's just sitting there patiently, waiting for you to do something. Well, we took it home once. We didn't take it home the other time. Went to a maze and almost died. So, I think there's more to learn. I'm not gonna take the cat home. What I am gonna do is see what else we can do. Sadly, the cute cat is. Wait, what the fuck was that? Okay, never take this thing home with you. You're so responsible adult. Cats, you are rent. There's no, you can barely afford this little outing. Blah blah blah. Meow. What to do? I'll feed cat. Cat must be hungry. Can't imagine this box. Surely it's made of left. The box searched for food then. For some reason, something in the back of your mind tells you that's not the case, and not to think on it any further. Well, either way, you can't exactly enjoy your day out knowing you left behind a hungry cat, especially when you could have done something to help. So, what to do about a hungry kitty? Not yet. So, what do you do about the hungry kitty? Look around the area. You always only see garbage trash within a cardboard box. If there's something the cat to eat, surely it would have found a way by now. But you don't want to just give up so easily. You keep looking. You look and only see garbage. You sniff and only smell garbage. You listen. Scratch, scratch. You just barely make out the sounds of a faint scurrying by a trash bin a few feet away. Quietly, oh so quietly, you creep over to the bin and you lunge into the trash. You weren't very graceful in your attempt. You stumbled and knocked over a stack of nearby boxes full of more trash. But as you stand up, grasped in your hand is a small mouse. Squeak, squeak. The mouse squeaks and shrieks in distressing, wriggling, and struggling desperately in your grip. You holding it so tightly and carefully for it to be able to bite or scratch you, though. It whirls itself out and eventually looks up at you with black eyes. It's completely at your mercy. Feed the mouse to the cat. I'll do that for you. The mouse looks scared as if it can sense your intentions. It weakly struggle again. It's squeaking. Squeaking McSqueakers. The mouse is reluctant. Feed the mouse to the cat. We're feeding the mouse. You feed the mouse to the cat. The cat tears it apart instantly. The mouse pain squeaks and squeals pierce through you until they abruptly cut off. Satisfied, the cat meows happily, red tinting its fangs. It meows. The cat curls up in its now blood-stained box and goes to sleep. You take a chance to leave. A well-fed cat will likely follow you home after all. And as cute as that cat is, you really can't afford a pet right now. Still feeling a little guilty by the mouse, you decide to just go home. You. ... It's been a hard day. I just killed a mouse and I feel kind of bad, so. After a long walk home, you finally enter your apartment. You head straight for your room and collapse on your bed, falling into a pitiful sleep. Later, you wake up. Scritch, scritch. Squeak. I'm sorry! I'm so sorry! I'm sorry! I fed you to the cat! Squeaking and scurrying noises all around you, so loud and constant they sound like screams in the darkness of your room. Oh, you see the shifting shadows of hundreds of mice surrounding your bed. You try to run. Yeah, we're dead. Ah, but you cry out as twin lances of pain race up your leg. You fall off the bed in your attempt to escape the hordes of mice dodging you as you crash to the ground. You can't stand up. Looking back and squinting in the dark, you're just about to make out the source of your pain. The flesh and tendons of your heels and ankles are mangled. Bitten through your socks. No, leave me alone. Desperate, you crawl with only your arms toward the door. The mice descend upon you. You, biting into your skin. Gnawing away pieces of you. You start to fade in and out of consciousness, but you still reach up for the doorknob. your arm heavy, weighed down by the mice clinging to it with claws and tiny teeth. You manage to jostle the knob enough for the door to slowly swing open. Plop. My arm. But your outstretched arm suddenly falls to the ground lifeless. The mice manage to chew through the flesh of bone of your dismembered limb. A few mice creep forward to curiously inspect your arm. You stare blankly at it for a moment before sliding your gaze. It's a newly opened doorway. Sits a familiar-looking mouse. It stares at you, the darkness in its beady black eyes. You can't begin to measure their depths. Oh, Jesus! Nor the hatred pouring out from within them. All of it. Aimed at you. You collapse, head hitting the floor as your other arm is eaten away as well. You're not sure how you're still conscious. The pain should be indescribable. And yet, you just feel a cold sense of loss. The mice have clustered along your back now, gnawing and ripping their way between your shoulder blades into your back, into your chest. I'm dying. I'm dead. You weakly cough up blood. They must have damaged something important. You feel something being pulled out of you. And in between the moments of the blankets of darkness fade out of your vision, splat. You hear something wet plop on the ground in front of you. You pry your eyes open and see it in front of the mouse. Weirdly shaped, red with your blood and pulsing. Oh, that's your heart, isn't it? The other mice all descend upon it, abandoning your half-eaten body. You're losing a lot of blood. You feel sleepy, but you also feel anger. Yes, so much anger. How dare they? How dare they? The last thing you see before your vision fails you is a pair of glowing eyes leering in from the darkness beyond the doorway. You can hear squeaks and shrieks of terror all around you. Low yowls, deep snarls, gnashing teeth, tearing flesh. As your remaining senses leave you, you smile weakly with the last of your strength, when something with a soft, slightly damp and sticky fur nuzzles your cheek. Good kitty. Well fed. Well, alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys want me to keep playing this, let me know. I'm so down to do a second part to this and see what other endings we can get. So, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to get more notifications when I come out with videos. And until next time, Skullies. Skulls out.
Yo, I'm about to go skull mode. Taking my time, run it up. Breaking up, need a moment. Give me a cup, fill it up. Need me some, run it back. Give me some, let me go. Hey, need me some pain in that pressure, they put it to side.